All right, so we got a handful of things to do this week. Today's the first day that it has not been raining, so I've been able to open the garage door and have a little bit of fresh air and a bit more space in here. I've got a gas cap finally, and I've installed the filler neck. This door is scrap. The other doors are back from blast, and I'll show you what they look like in a little bit here. But I've been working on aligning the front end. And I hate to say it, but this is about as good as this truck is going to get. I fixed a lot of the cowl and stuff, how it fit. I still got to fix tops of the fenders. But, as you can see, I've managed to get the sides of the front header panel to fit much better. I've got, like I said, the cowl fits much better. Got it so the hood fits much better. So we're definitely on the right path here. So the next thing I can do is partially disassemble the front clip. So I'll take the hood, cowl, and the front bumper filler off the truck again. I'll fix the fenders and then they can come off. I'll take off the rad support and weld the two ends back on it, and then I can begin prepping it to be painted, which if we get another dry day this week, I will paint it. They can get bolted back on for the final time. Okay, so we'll start with the driver's door. Like I said, I got them back here from the blast, and overall, pretty good. Now, we had some concerns because there was filler in the bottom of the door, but as you can see, there's a lot of little dents and dings and stuff. And I think that right there was from an emblem. So, just a lot of little things to fix. And then on the inside, there's a little bit of pinholing in this front corner. So we'll have to make a decision as to how we're going to repair that. But other than that, and some pinholes back here, which that's an easy repair to make, just a piece of flat steel, basically from here to there. That's easy to fix. Aside from that, the rest of the door does look really good. Well, by comparison anyway. Okay, here's the passenger door. Let's come over here. So other than, again, a couple little dents and stuff along the bottom of it, the outside of the skin of this one is almost perfect. Like I said, just a few little dents and stuff down along this edge, which is not a big deal. And then along the inside, this one's really, really decent. Far, far superior to what we had on the truck. So we'll fix both doors and put them in some epoxy, and we'll continue moving forward with them. Okay, so at this point we have a lot of components that are now ready to be reinstalled on the cab. But prior to doing that, what we're going to do is we're going to sound deaden the cab. That way it'll be nice and quiet. So we're going to do the firewall, and we'll do the floor pans in the back of the cab. And that'll give us a truck that'll be nice and quiet to drive down the road. Okay, so the sound deadening material that I'm using is, well, it's this stuff here, and it's probably about 20 years old. Now, a friend of mine gave it to me, and it's been sitting in the corner of my shop waiting for me to use it. It's fairly thick stuff. Now with these tools here, so obviously I got my X-Acto knife, but these rollers are meant for sound deadening, and I actually bought them off of eBay, and they were about $20, and they actually work quite well to conform it. So the grand plan here is we're of course going to apply it to, well, transmission tunnel, both floor pans in the front here. We'll do under the seats, back of the cab, and we're going to go across the firewall with it. Now, doing the firewall is something that it's really weird to get up under here to work on it, so I'm probably not going to be able to show you that. So this is what it begins to look like after it's been conformed and pushed in and rolled and what have you. And I've cut out all the little holes and all that stuff, right? Now, anywhere there's a seam, you can actually buy a tape that goes over top to seal that up, which we will do. This truck should be quite a bit quieter inside anyway. And once we're done this, we can actually start assembling some of the components that belong inside the cab of this truck. Okay, so with the majority of the driver's side completed here, see, I've gone back and I have taped all the seams using Dynatape. So the reason I bought it is it was about $2 more than some no-name crap. And Dynamat has been around for quite a while, so I figured I would trust them. So as you can see, we still have the transmission hump to finish here, and then we'll move to the passenger side. It should make this truck much, much, much quieter to drive down the road. So that wraps this week's video, and I realized that, you know what? I'm not going to apologize or anything. At the end of the day, this is the reality of restoration. It's not always glamorous. It's not always even that interesting, but what it is real. And that's why we are the Real Guy Garage. Anyway, till next week, hopefully you've learned something. Hopefully you've stayed awake. And hopefully we see you back again.